I'll call this meeting to order. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please.
Joe,
Here.
Gary,
Here.
Don,
Here.
Dan,
Here.
Sherry.
Not gonna be calling in or anything?
I don't believe so, no. It's on the road. Okay, so does anybody have a financial or non-financial reason to abstain?
No.
I do not.
No.
I do not. Any changes to the agenda? Hearing none, I entertain a motion. I move approval of the agenda.
Second that.
All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Public comment. Would anybody care to make public comment today?
I'm on the list.
You're up.
Anybody else?
I'm Gary Swenson, the Yankton County Commissioner since 2017. 19 years ago today, if everybody remembers where they're at, if they're old enough, 9/11, planes crashed into the World Trade Center. I was there in 1986 with my sister. A little overwhelming for today to some people. Almost 3,000 Americans were killed that day on the attack of the World Trade Center and in the Pentagon, and the Flight 93 airplane that went down in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. A year ago today, I was in Shanksville on my way home from Washington, D.C. after I was invited to the White House for a new program that connected county commissioners directly with the White House. It was a very valuable learning experience that I spent there. Fast forward into 2012, 9/11, 2012, the Benghazi attacks on our embassy. 4 men killed, including our ambassador, who was tortured, raped, and sodomized. And let's roll back a little bit to the Flight 93. The famous saying, "Let's roll," by Todd Beamer, the man on Flight 93 that gathered the 40 people on the flight and overtook the pilots that had taken over the airplane, and they were going to crash it into the White House. I was there at that memorial, and Vice President Pence was there a year ago today. And he saw this cap that I've got on, because I had met him the day before, and he looked out and said, "Hey Gary, you're here again today," and the Secret Service looked at him, and they didn't know what to think. Anyway, this is a pretty sacred day for me, with all the veterans. Over 7,000 military personnel have been killed since 9/11, after 2 wars have been started, Iraq and Afghanistan. And you're not going to like this, but here today, we are on 9/11 on a special meeting called for by our state's attorney's office, an executive session. I guess the state's attorney forgot what day it was. I thought that you would have a little more sense to schedule a meeting on a different day than that.
Always, Gary.
Especially,
Gary.
this is a patriotic day I think it's unpatriotic, immoral, and heartless. And why did you shut my microphone off? Why did you shut my microphone
Because
off?
Gary, you know.
Why did you shut my microphone off?
You know
I'm talking
you're
about
having-
9/11 and today. Now, just because he forgot about 9/11, I didn't, and lots of other people didn't either.
3 minutes.
Evidently, this, you know what, quit shutting my mic off, will you? You know, you people have tried to censor me, ban me, but you won't even let me speak my 3 minutes, and you're not supposed to interrupt.
3 minutes are up here.
That's too bad. This vindictive behavior shows that our attorney, state's attorney, is very biased. We already knew that. But the last thing I want to say is that there's a lawsuit that lays on his desk for the last 2 years with a small business called South Dakota Internet that can't expand because he refuses to drop the lawsuit. So much for economic growth in Yankton County. Vindictive, that's just one word I'd like to say about him. I called for his resignation before, and I've called for Sherry Lowe's resignation, and I'm calling for it again today. Prosecutor,
This needs to stop.
just don't worry about it. Just don't worry about the guy that threatens to break my legs.
Gary, the public.
Today,
has to
9/11,
abide by
I called for your
3 minutes.
resignation,
The
for your
public
heartless
abides by the
disruption
3
of our
minute
lines,
rule.
for
You need to as well.
your personal convenience, because this is the only day you can do it on. Why couldn't you wait till
You're
next
for a
week?
serious matter today,
Why
Gary.
couldn't you wait till next week? Quit shutting my mic off. You know,
Gary, we're
You know,
here
you are
for a
much better
serious
than
matter, and it's.
why
has
couldn't
nothing
you wait
to
till
do with
next
you.
week? Do you hate little business people? And do you hate me that much?
Down.
You know what? Don't tell me you're Trevor. I was wearing a uniform before you were born.
Do not give you the right to take over this meeting.
Yeah, well, you know what? You don't have the right to censor me either.
Yes, you
Quit shutting off my microphone. Control freaks.
Moving on to item 6, executive session for personnel issue pursuant to South Dakota Codified Law 1-25-2, subparagraph 1. I need a motion to go into executive session.
So move.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed?
Aye.
Dan?
Said aye.
Motion passes. We're now in executive session.
Thunder, not
Okay, microphone's on.
Make a motion to come out of executive session.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion passes. We are now in regular session.
We had a discussion over the communications that have been given us here today, and it's our determination that there has been a HIPAA violation, and we uphold Steve Hawkins' recommendation.
Second that.
There's a motion in a second. Roll call vote, please, Patty.
Kettering,
Yes.
Clemish,
Yes.
Haley,
Yes. Motion passes.
All right, let's hold that.
Good health suspension. Good luck.
Is there any public comment to be made? Seeing and hearing none, I'll close public comment.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion in the second to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Meeting's adjourned.